What's up, positive bitches? If you're seeing this video, you're meant to be here, so keep watching. In today's video, a girl did something a little different, a little spicy, and of course, I have to share it with you. I did an Akashic reading. Like, what is this? It's basically a soul reading. The Akashic records is a dimension beyond what we can understand, but a dimension that encompasses all that there was, all that there ever will be, and all that there is. It's basically an energetic grid that has records of the past, the present, and the future. The insane thing is, we all have a record in this sort of book of life, shall we say. And that means that through a practitioner, we can actually tap into our record and learn about our soul. This could be learning about our past lives. This could be learning about why we have certain limiting beliefs. This could be learning about why we are in a relationship that seems really difficult and we don't understand what we're supposed to learn. During an Akashic record reading, you get to basically look at your record for your soul and learn more about you. And after all, that's why we came to Earth. To grow, to develop, and to learn not only about this experience and contrast, but about who we are. I got a reading from the most amazing human being. I'm going to put up her information right here so that after this video, if this is something that you feel you're being pulled to, which, by the way, if you're watching this video, you're probably being pulled in this direction for a reason. I'm going to include live clips in this video so you can hear exactly how the session goes down. You know, sometimes we have these fears for no real reason, but we feel them and it helps to see someone else experience it so that we know, you know what, it's okay, I got this, I'm gonna do it, and I'm gonna come out even better. First, going into the session, she just did a little prayer so that she could get into the zone, and I also closed my eyes because I wanted to get into the zone as well to make sure that she could read me as good as possible in my record. My first question I asked was, how can I attract more abundance right now? The first thing she told me to do was a meditation for about 15 minutes a day where I imagine a golden light around me, all around my body, as if I was in a golden egg.
What they're telling me is that you absolutely have the capacity to do the things that you want to do, and you're so tuned into it, but it's exactly as you said. They said that you just haven't found the right tools yet. One of the tools that you can use is a meditation in which you sit and imagine yourself surrounded by a golden light.
And while doing this, she told me to think back to when I was little. What were my dreams? What were my goals? And get in touch with that initial energy I first had as a child. And this will help me attract more abundance and get into alignment.
There's still a part of you that vibrates as that initial energy that you came into the world with. And they want you to access that because before all of the other stuff came in, that's who you were, right? And when you come into the world like that, you're absolutely perfect. There's nothing blocking you. As souls, we create all that stuff for ourselves, right? So that we can learn, right? But they want you to just understand that at any point in time, you can go into this meditation and go back and just try to connect with that pure essence of yourself that came in. That in itself is going to be so healing.
Since I was little, I wanted to be a creator. I wanted to be a performer. And that's exactly what I'm doing. I've never given up on my dream. I realized I need to just keep tapping into my why and keep tapping into my energy as a child rather than results. She also told me another tool I should use is get 3 plants and water them as if I was watering my own dreams and my own goals.
Have you been thinking about like starting a garden or?
I had a plant and I killed it, and then I got another one and I killed it again.
Okay. They're showing me this magic, right, that you can do like through growing plants. They're saying like this process of the plants dying, it's not a bad thing. It's an energetic thing that you were doing, that you were putting certain energy into these plants and they were transmuting that energy.
I've been thinking about it now and I realized Again, this will just help me enjoy the journey more than being so results driven. I have to remember my why. Like, why am I doing this? Why do I want to help people? Why does it bring me joy to make people feel better and entertain them and share my own experiences in hopes that it'll help someone else? And by watering these plants, it's just going to refocus me in and remind me that I'm on the journey every single day and I'm working towards it. And it's not about instant results, but more about appreciating each day as it is and understanding that I'll be happy more so when I'm making progress rather than just arriving at a final destination.
Specifically after this reading, they're showing you an energetic shift. With these plants, take care of them as you would take care of your dreams. When you water these plants, breathe and think, oh my gosh, this is so amazing that I get to water my dreams.
She also told me one thing that a Reiki practitioner said the exact same sentence to me, and I was kind of just like, wow, okay, maybe I didn't get it the first time. But she said, you're not crazy, you're just sensitive. Like, I knew I was sensitive, but I thought maybe I was crazy too.
You're very sensitive and you're not crazy. That gold light is very important for keeping your own space around you, meaning other things that are out there are not allowed to come in.
This is just really validating to hear. Kind of makes me emotional because I feel like so many times we're just, if we're different or we have a different perspective or just feel different about the world, you're just categorized as someone who is over emotional, and it can make you feel crazy when you're deepening your spirituality and learning about life and on a different track than most people around you.
Your spiritual team that I'm communicating with right now, they're with you all the time. They've been with you since you came into the world as a soul. This is just one opportunity that you have to communicate with them. They just want to acknowledge and confirm now that those things that you feel are real. Don't ignore them. Follow them. And the more you follow them, the more everything that you're wanting and the answers and the confirmation is going to unfold.
I have intuitive feelings and I have to listen to these and stop telling myself, no, like you're just crazy. Another tool she told me to use to attract more abundance is my dad. This made perfect sense. My dad is really successful in business and I am creating my own business and brand currently, and I've asked him so many different questions business-wise.
They're showing me this because they're like, believe in yourself the way your dad believes in you. You know, just connect with him in those times that you're feeling unsure or you're feeling like, oh, I don't know if I can do this. When you're on a path of transformation as you are right now, I just also want to confirm that this is that point in your life where people will either step over the line or they'll step away from it. It's no danger. They'll come back to it later. But you are in this point right now where you're right at that line and they're inviting you to step over.
Another interesting thing that she told me was that she saw on my mom's side something being passed down, like a necklace. She eventually got to the point where she was telling me that there's some creative gift passed down from my mom's side that I have. And I came into this family, and part of my agreement for coming into this family was that I would inherit this gift and be able to expand on it.
Do you talk to your mom a lot about your creativity and like your creative process, your music?
Yeah.
Was she also like a creative person? Is that something that is in your family on her side?
Yes.
Because they're showing something passed down to you. You can trust your gift. It didn't come out of nowhere. It's something that's super strong, that's part of your ancestral line, and it's part of your agreement for why you chose to come into the family that you're in right now.
This made total sense too. My mom is really creative, and my grandfather is actually a singer as well, and I'm a singer-songwriter.
Usually people have a lot of resistance in their family to some of the gifts that they have. And I see that for you, that actually your family is a resource for you.
So this just gave me more confidence to follow my dreams as a performer, like what I wanted as a child, to follow my dreams as a singer, to follow my dreams as wanting to entertain people and help people. And hearing her say that just again, like, gave me validation. Like, yes, let's do this. Let's follow through. I'm doing what I'm meant to be doing. Even though I intuitively know this, it does help to hear it from a bit of a different perspective and from someone else using different language than I would understand. The next thing she said was probably the best thing. She was like, do you have a dog?
They're telling me not to worry about your dog. Your dog is fine, and your dog is like so happy to have had the opportunity to be your companion in this lifetime.
She didn't know that my dog has these lumps on her, and we just got them tested because we were worried they were hurting her. Turns out they're just filled with liquid and it is fine. So hearing her say that just made me so happy. And hearing her say that my dog loves the companionship with me and she's happy made me even happier. My dog sleeps with me every single night. She is so loving and loyal. The second question I asked her was, how can I become more intuitive and connect with my spiritual guides?
When you do start meditating every day, keep a notepad. They said to be aware that messages are coming to you every day, but you just have to pay attention and listen to them too when you get them. Sometimes you get them and you're kind of like, oh, that's not a thing. They're saying they're absolutely willing and committed to be communicating with you. You have to create a method of communicating with them. And they said eventually too, you'll be able to hear them. They'll just be talking to you.
This is actually crazy because I've heard them before. One time I was sleeping and I woke up and I heard right. Then I had an idea for a song, so I just wrote it down quickly in my phone, went back to sleep, woke up again later on, went to go brush my teeth, and then I realized, oh my God, it meant write it down, not the directional word. Duh. I have heard the voice before. I was a bit like, what just happened? A little scared, but you know, it's all good. We're still here, we're still thriving. So I just have to work on trusting that connection. Now I have the tools to trust. Before I was scared, but there's nothing inherently scary. It was just scary because I didn't know how to handle it, and she reassured me of that. That is it for this video. I hope it helped you understand what Akashic records are, how we can tap into them. And again, if you want a reading, this is her information. She's amazing. Definitely go to her for a reading. She is so sweet and so nice, and I felt so comfortable the whole entire time, especially because she started with a prayer and she mentioned God's name. I knew I was in good hands. If you like this video, be sure to give it a big thumbs up, subscribe, and hit that little bell so you know when I post a video. I love you guys so much, and I will see you in the next video. Mwah!